Okay, let's have a look to see what the bloody hell is this. Hi, I'm cleaning, repairing and replacing gutters in your road the next few days. What the bloody hell is that? Don't care about that, thank you very much. What's that all about? Hi, I'm cleaning and replacing gutters in your area. Okay, not a problem. So the last time, look at that, bit of a problem there. What's that all about? The last time I took this out, and actually, both of my Carnages have both broken during doing videos for beginners, where I'm supposed to be trying to say and prove that Nitro cars don't break. No, I'm only joking. I'm not trying to prove that Nitro cars don't break, but what I am trying to do is show people how easy they are to actually use and drive and repair. So in a way, this is a good thing that this keeps happening, because hopefully this should be quite an easy fix. So we lost the rear wheel drive. Now how do we diagnose where the problem might be? Well, my friends, we do that. And, oh, you can't bloody see. What use is this if I try and do a demonstration and you can't see it? Right, these are the front wheels on the bench. We can see the prop is turning. The diff is turning. I can already see the problem. So this is going to be a very easy fix. I can already see it. But I'm going to show you how we diagnose it. So, the front prop is turning. The diff is turning. The rear prop, is turning. But as we can see, it's not turning the shaft what goes into the diff. Now, a very, very, very common thing what happens, and luckily it's happened here. Let me show you. I'm going to have to get you off of tripod mode. So this is extremely common, and I guarantee there will be some of you lot which have now or have had this problem and probably never realised it and threw your car away because you got annoyed. You wouldn't believe the amount of people who I've bought Nitro cars from who say, oh, the diff's at it, the diff's stripped out. I've lost four-wheel drive because the diff's stripped out. And it ain't the diff, it's this. And this is what you watch. This is where I show you this problem, but I've also got a diff problem. Now we'll see. And this is very easy to fix and very, very, very common. Not just on Nitro cars, on petrol cars and on electric ones that have diffs like this. They have a connection like this. I don't know what it's called, a coupler. Don't know, don't care. Have a look. So, with these, on these prop shafts, you can probably see there, this is the front prop, okay? And we got that little... Let me get an Allen key to show you. There's a little grub screw, a little screw there. It's called a grub screw. You can see right there, right? And that holds that. Now, if we look at this one on the rear diff, can you see? That's worked its way out. Look, there it is. And yeah, you can also see that the little, see, it was loose. Now that is exactly the reason why we lost our four-wheel drive. Now all I've got to do is find the little, you can't just do it up, you've got to find the little, there'll be a little indent, a little groove. There it is. You can see it, there it is, look. Now I'm going to need two hands, but what you have to do is you have to line it up with that. You might have to undo it a bit more. Line it up with a little flat spot on that shaft, and then do it up. And maybe put a little bit of Loctite on there, a little bit of thread lock. I'm going to do that now because I need two hands. It's really quite important that you do find the little flat spot on the shaft. And I haven't got one to show. I could take this one apart and show you, but am I really going to do that? Absolutely not. If you think I'm going to do that, you got another thing coming. Anyone who is anyone. I've never used that saying before. Anyone who is anyone. It's the first time for everything. Anyone who's got any kind of brain will be able to look at that and go, oh, there's the flat spot. So basically, it's a round shaft, but on one side of it, there's a little flat spot. That's what the grub screw screws up against. All right. If you do that grub screw up on the rounded part, it'll do it up, and you'll think you've done it, but it'll slip. All right. So you need to make sure it's done up on the flat spot for it to actually grip. So I've done it on this one. There it is. That's done up nice and tight now, and it's on the flat spot. And as you can see, we have our four-wheel drive back. There we go. I must say, I was half thinking I was going to have to take the diff apart to mend that, but luckily it's that little simple fix. While you're at it, you might as well check. You got that one. There's another one on there on that one, another one there on that one, and one there on that one. You might as well check them while you're there. And also while you're there, check all the other nuts and bolts and screws, because they will tend to work their way a little bit loose. The engine ones in particular will work their way loose. But there's loads of other ones that will work loose. Some of them not so important, but the engine ones are, because if they come loose, what you'll end up doing is the engine will move, and then you'll end up stripping the spur gear out, and you have to put a new spur on. So it's always worth just checking to make sure they're all nice and tight. But there we go, very easy and simple way of diagnosing that problem, because I guarantee loads of you would have had that problem. Now you know exactly how to fix it. You know what, really, I shouldn't be telling you lot how to mend these cars, because then it means all you lot are going to go and mend your cars, and you're not going to put them up for cheap on eBay. So I'm not going to be able to get any cheap cars. Speaking of prices on eBay, prices, they're ridiculous at the moment. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, there's ones, I don't know, what on earth. There's some bloke had one on his table in his garden. Said it was in his shed for a number of years. I think he said many years or something like that. And it had all corrosion all over it. And he said the servos, he hasn't tested any of it and all this stuff. And he wanted 150 quid for it. I'm thinking, what the bloody hell was going on here? You know? Normally, I used to be able to get ones that have been in the shed, not been tested, no one knows. They picked it up, put it on a table, took a few pictures, said it's for sale. You know, sort of 20, 30, 40 quid, happy days. Got a nice little project there for a decent price. 150 quid's good for one that's working in full working condition, but not for one that no one knows anything about. What's that all about? Crazy, man. The world has gone mad. Anyway, there we go. One fully working FTX Carnage. So that means I'm going to be able to continue my little series to try and help the beginners out there. I've lost all my bloody Allen drivers. Look, I've only got 2 left. Don't know where they've all gone. They're bloody all gone. Oh. Did you eat them? Oh, here they are, over here. Look. That's another little project. The old Roving Q Shorty. The shock. All the oil come out of shock because it's got pitting in it and the coatings come off, which meant that the little seal around the rod couldn't seal anymore. So all the oil started to come out. So I'm indecisive about what I'm going to do with that. So at the moment it's sitting there in limbo. As I'm not going to bother putting it back together because, well, it just doesn't work. So I'm leaving it like that on the bench. And when I decide what I'm going to do with it, not with it, but when I decide whether I'm going to buy a new shock or buy a kit to repair that, and then I shall do so. Someone said on the video of that, by the way, oh, they do shock rebuild kits on AliExpress or Alibaba, AliExpress. You won't catch me buying anything from there anymore. I used to be really keen. I used to go all over that bloody AliExpress and Alibaba. And I used to buy loads of loads of rubbish, really cheap, thinking I'd got a good deal. But didn't need any of it anyway. Plus all of it was rubbish. It all fall apart. I mean, I used to buy phone chargers and that, you know. But they'd fall apart. It would bloody plug it in and the wire would come out. Or, you know, it would work for about 2 days and that'd be that. So we won't catch me buying anything off of there. That Temu is much the same as that, isn't it? Yes, no. I don't think so somehow. There's a bloke at work who's obsessed with that kind of thing. And he keeps showing me all this stuff that he's bought on that Temu thing. And I'm like, what is this all about? He had this dashboard cleaner, right, for his car. He hadn't used it yet. And he said, look what I got. He said, smell it, smells nice. So I smelled it. It did smell nice, right? And he's spraying it on his dashboard on his car. This is in the morning, right? Spraying it on his dashboard on his car, wiping it with a microfiber cloth. And it was nice and shiny, to be fair. It was really shiny. And I said, that's bloody good, isn't it? I said, where'd you get that from? He said, Temu. I said, all right. He said, yeah, it was like 99p. And this is like a big bottle of it, you know, big spray bottle of it. 99p. That don't ring. That don't add up, does it? All the way from where it come from. And anyway, at the end of the day, because he parked next to me, at the end of the day, we come back. I'm getting in my car. He's getting in his car, and he went, "Oh my God!" I said, "What's the matter?" And he said, "Have a look at my dashboard. It's all peeling up." I don't know what they put on the dashboards. Probably he had a BMW, so it'd have been sort of. It's not hard plastic on them. It's like it's not velvet or vinyl or nothing like that. It's like a rough textured plastic. It's a textured plastic. Is what it is. Posh textured plastic. Well, whatever he sprayed on it, it peeled up. It made bits of it peel up. It looked like it had sunburn. You know when you have sunburn and your skin peels off? It looked like that. Ruined his dashboard for the sake of 99p from something off a Temu. Anyway, that is that. Let's put the shell back on. 100% now. I'm going to give it a bit of a clean. I'm not going to be bothered to clean it now. I'll leave it like that for a bit and give it a bit of a clean when I feel like it another day. So we've got one Carnage up and running completely now. The other one has got a bit of a problem with the pull start. The little pin in the pull start on the crank there's got stuck in. I've got to try and sort it out. But I can't be bothered, if I'm completely honest. I've got many other things to be doing. I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'll do things one by one. We got what? Excuse me. We got one Carnage up and running, so we can continue the beginner videos. We'll get on them probably maybe at the weekend or something if the rain stops. And yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. Treat people nicely. Treat people how you would like to be treated, not how you expect to be treated. And we should have a nice, happy life. There we go. You lot. All the best. Take care. Cheerio. Merry bloody Christmas, because it is Christmas and we love it, don't we? Cheerio.